So, oh my God, I don't want to go to work tomorrow, said every American preparing for their 9 to 5 the day before it happens. So, if you're part of customer service in any way, shape, or form, okay, like I work a job that requires me to be customer service like a percentage of the time, and even that percentage is just like a lot for me. I feel like sometimes I'm customer service, I am IT, I am somebody who talks to like their coworkers and has to be like a coordinator for communication. There's a lot of like facets to my job as well as like any other job. I want specifically to say a prayer and go on a tiny miniature little rant about us in customer service just because I know we're not okay. I know we're not okay. Like, some days having an interaction with a customer can be like, this is such a blessing. Oh my goodness, I'm truly providing the best service I can. I might as well be Jesus. I'm doing the Lord's work, getting this information to these people that they would not have known without me. I'm doing so good. And then other days, I'm like, I can't do it. Everybody is so mean. People are just naturally evil as hell. Nobody cares about anybody's feelings anymore. And I don't have it in me to put effort into making money anymore. Like, bro, if I had just been made Stormy Jenner, dude, um, they're just, okay, like, the facets of working in customer service are like, your days can either be really good, depending on whoever the heck you talk to, or monumentally just like career doubting, depending on who you talk to. I find that like most of my days are good. I like my job. Also, I'm terrified of one day people at my job finding this YouTube channel being like, oh my God, I saw your videos the other day. And I just be like, no, you didn't. I don't have a channel. Like, I don't have a channel. If you see this, no, you don't. If you work with me, you do not see this. If you do, act like you didn't. Okay? This is not me for real. That was some other Ruth Seneca. I know the name is common. Anyway, some days I'm like, wow, look at me. I'm doing so good. I like to connect with people. I feel like I am really easy at making conversation. And it's like, I'll be a couple calls into the service I'm providing, and then I'll just get you just get one person who is just dedicated to having a bad day and making it a bad day for you too. And it's like, you have put on your best customer service voice. You have put on your best mood. You're like riding on a high of like doing your job well and having a good time, even though naturally work just kind of feels a little oppressive. It feels a little bit hard. Knowing that there are people who literally have been set up for generational wealth and had not have to do anything about it. Some days it just feels like there's like one person who's just like dedicated to sucking your energy. At least for me, this is how it always goes. Somebody calls having a question about something they do not understand, or somebody shows up in person with something they do not understand, and they make it their mission not to seek to understand, but to seek to give you the hardest time in trying to understand the issue that they have. And there's some sort of like ego attached to them not being able to let go and saying like, I don't know what this is. Can you please help me because I'm confused? It's always some random person who has very Karen-like traits that'll be like, I don't understand what this is. You need to tell me what this is. And if it isn't like the exact idea that I have in my head, I am going to seek to destroy any possibility of you explaining this to me nicely. You know what I mean? It's like always people who just are very ignorant and stubborn about their ignorance. And when you try to be like, yes, like if they try to explain like what they think you were gonna say, and you're like, no, actually we have put the blah 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 blah, we're just doing blah 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 blah. They're like, oh well, I don't understand why blah blah blah. And you're like, well, for the second time you're gonna want to blah 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 blah. And they're like, oh, I don't give a damn about blah blah blah. Like, there's always that one person. There's always, and it's not even like it's not even the worst Karens that make the job of customer service hard sometimes. Sometimes it's simply just like, even it sometimes it's like a bad Karen and like a bad coworker. I'm not going to talk about my bad coworkers on this channel. I'm going to talk about them on my Patreon one day. So whenever I get to 1,000 subscribers, look out for that. But sometimes when you're struggling in customer service, it's like one person is giving you a hard time and you're like, oh my god, that was hard, that was so hard, and then you just like talk smack about them later because you're like, that was annoying, that was stupid, I have to get this off my chest about somebody. And then and then your coworker who you like is like, it's easy to talk to. But sometimes a coworker that you like is not like in office or is not around, and you have like a question for somebody, and then all of a sudden it's like the only difficult coworker that you have is the only person you can talk to. And like, basically what I'm saying is like, customer interactions are hard, but sometimes coworker interactions are just as hard. I find that there will always be one coworker of every, like, not every, that's kind of a grave generalization, but most places you have that one coworker that is like dedicated to being difficult, as well as you have customers who are dedicated to being difficult. And it, like, when you have interaction with a customer and a coworker who are dedicated to being difficult, it makes you doubt your whole entire reality. Oh my word. Because, you know, like, ultimately, I feel like we all know all you can do in life is, like, try to do your best to control what is in your control. Like, all you can do is just, like, hope that you are giving good explanations, that you are treating everybody with respect, that you are kind, that you are, I don't know, the best that you can be to the best of your capabilities, right? But there are people that just try you. There are people that try you, and it's difficult, and it makes you feel like, what the heck is the point of being a good person? Because nobody, like, is trying as hard. Like, I don't know, like, this was like a nonsensical rant. This was silly, and it was not structured in any way. I literally just wanted to speak with my chest. And I just needed to say, like, if you're in customer service, if you are trying your best at your job, if you don't like your job, if you like have to talk to anybody difficult, I see you. Like, be so proud of yourself for simply just trying to, if you fall under the category of people who try to communicate to the best of your capabilities, if you like are tired and exhausted and a worker and you be working and you feel unacknowledged, let somebody know and let people acknowledge you. Because I feel like the only reason that my job, I feel like, is as nice as it is as comforting, is as the only reason I have like hope is because I have like people around me who get it. Like, I have a really good environment of work people around me, but if I didn't, I would quit. If I didn't and I had difficult coworkers around me, I would just be like, I hope that you have like good people around you. I hope that your job is bearable. I hope that you can have hope and joy even after difficult like moments that are like so annoying and so hard. That's all I have to say. I just needed to get that off my chest. This was silly and nonsensical. I wish it made more sense. I'm sorry. I'll see you in another video.